All right, I've shot this video so many times that I'm just going to give it to you real. You're a professional out there and you're worried that you're not ready for something. Just like I'm worried I'm not ready for this video. You got a meeting, a presentation, a project, something where you're like, man, I'm going to mess something up, and you're worrying about it and it's sucking energy. The fear, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes happiness, and it's just not worth it. So for you, I've got a secret. You're going to do great. You're not going to do perfect, but you're going to do great. People that ask themselves whether they're going to do great or not are statistically more likely to do great. Now, even when you do great, you're going to do something that's imperfect. And accepting that right now can buy you so much time and energy. With authentic leadership, there's 5 core areas for authentic leadership. And one of them is perspective. Developing the right perspective is essential. And one of the things that is really helpful when you're thinking about perspective is our brains, the thoughts that run through our brains, about 70% of them are repetitive. And something like 60% of them are negative. So on any given day, we have repetitive negative thoughts. And what that means is we have a distorted thought process when it comes to how we project how we're going to perform in the future. And what the risk is if we somehow mess up. So I want you to think about a time recently where you were imperfect. Did anything go wrong? In the meeting, in the project, in the interaction? Did the world end? I'm sure it wasn't perfect, but the world didn't end. If you're watching this video right now, chances are that you watched my TED Talk. My TED Talk has been viewed by a lot of people all over the world, which I am super grateful for. But I made a mistake at the beginning of it. And in like 900 plus comments on YouTube as of right now, not one person has pointed it out. A, that means no one knew, except for me. And B, it didn't make a difference. I got more people commenting on my flip-flops than I do the mistake that I made. Flip-flops were not a mistake. So, for you, what I want you to do is I want you to practice the 3 principles in my TED Talk on this very issue, okay? And I even made some notes. So we're going to practice rigorous authenticity. Are you reasonably prepared? The answer is yes. Number 2, what's the cost if you aren't perfect? And what is the cost of spending all the time and energy worrying about being perfect? I want you to weigh those costs. Surrender the outcome. You can't be perfect, but you can choose whether you're okay with yourself and you save yourself the time. So this is the uncomfortable work that I want you to do today. I want you to risk being imperfect, and I want you to call someone that's close to you and ask them to share with you an embarrassing time when they were imperfect, and then tell them what you're worried about. And I guarantee you at the end, you are going to feel fine. Save yourself that time and energy. Just go out there and be yourself.